your testimony and what Christ has done for you is your word. That's where you start. Yo, what's good? This is Donovan Anderson, the founder of 30 Mighty Man Ministries, also the founder of Clean, the tools to achieve sexual integrity for the Christian man. So, man, one thing I was thinking about today, one of my brothers hit me up. He's currently a right hand for a journeyman in Clean. And he's, is saying like, how he's helping, like he's working with the guy, like they're talking, they're praying, they're going over the devotionals together. But he also realized, like, man, like, I'm also being fed. Like, I'm getting something from this too. Although I'm helping him, like, I'm getting helped, right? And one thing I tell guys is this, which I love about the structure that we've created in Clean with accountability, with right hands and journeymen, like in this kind of like just this interaction and really like building relationship. I think about like the book of John, all about the love of brother. Like, just that's what's happening, I think, in this particular group. One thing I tell guys is this, like, the waiter, someone in the restaurant, the waiter never starves. The waiter never goes hungry. Why? Because the waiter is in the kitchen where the food is being prepared. The only person that can go hungry is the one waiting at the table. So what does it mean to really serve your brother? It's to wait on them. If you're waiting on your brother, if you're giving your brother what they need, you're not gonna starve. You'll always eat. I think about the feeding of the 5,000 where Christ, he has 2 fish and 5 loaves, right? That's all he has, and he's to feed 5,000 people with it. He says, okay, we're gonna do it. He tells his disciples to get ready and start serving, right? I never heard people were complaining about food, but disciples aren't. Disciples who are giving out food are not gonna go hungry. Like, they're getting the food from the source. So at any point when they're hungry, they can always eat, right? But those who are waiting potentially can starve it and go hungry. As you see in the next chapter, especially I think it's in the I want to say it's the Matthew version, but the same people that he just fed found him, and they're like, they want him to come back and do what he did again. Like, not per se concerned about the word as much as the food that he provided them. But I encourage you that you may think that sitting at a table and consuming, meaning that someone else, another man of God, woman of God, is giving you word, is praying for you, is doing the things that you need, or teaching you, that you're getting fed that way. Yes, there's some food in that, but the person that's actually serving you is not going to starve. Because just to prepare that word for you, to be in the right posture to pray for you, like they're eating. They're constantly getting what they need to sustain you. So what's the flip? It's how do you get yourself in that posture? You may think, I can never be them. No. Your testimony and what Christ has done for you is your word. That's where you start. You share your testimony. So a lot of guys who are in Clean, all they're doing is, look, we came through Clean. It changed how I think about marriage, women, sex. It's changed those things. It's affected my life. I'm not the same person that I was after that I was before. So all they're doing is, with the next guy coming in, they're sharing their testimony. They're sharing what they did. They're feeding the next guy that way. They're serving. But in that service, whether they're perfect or not, in that service, they're learning even more. Because in order to as you all know who are teachers out there, like in order to teach a subject, like you have to know a little bit more. Guys, to be able to teach someone else something, like you have to study a different way with a different mentality to share it with somebody else, right? So you might find, okay, like I'm serving this to this person, they're asking questions that I can't answer. what should that do? It should encourage you to go find the answer to this question, because you're closer to the answer than they might be, right? So encourage you to go out and find more. But so again, I kind of encourage you all like that who are not serving, who are just kind of like sitting back and consuming, like that's fine. That's a step on the journey for sure. At some point in the journey, you should be sitting down and listening to someone else teach you. But it should be a point in your life where, like, you know what, like I know enough to share my testimony with somebody else. And in that posture, you'll never go hungry. You'll never go hungry in that posture. All right, that's my word for you today, bro. All right, so as always, not for me to be seen, but for you to be encouraged. To God be the glory. Peace.